this is my trailer, and I'm going to be converting it into the world's smallest tiny house. How big is that, you ask? Well, about 21.5 square feet is the smallest tiny house I can find, and this is about 21 square feet of living space. How is that even going to be possible? What's going to be inside? I'm going to have a kitchen, a sitting area. There's going to be AC and heating. There's going to be a toilet. It's going to have everything. Oh, and a bed, of course. What is this all for? A circus clown car? No. Weston's timeout spot? No. A thing to put my junk on and even possibly get a world record? Maybe. Me and my son, he just turned 3 years old, and he asks me all the time, Daddy, can we go camping?
I want to go camping.
Where do you want to go camping at?
In the forest.
What if I told you I'm making that trailer into a place we can camp in?
In the rhino?
In the trailer.
No.
I'm going to build a house on it.
Why?
So we can go camping.
A big house?
Yep, tiny house.
A big tiny house?
A tiny, tiny house.
Oh.
So here's the trailer. It's big enough, just barely, for me to be able to lay down flat and sleep in. I am exactly average American height, 5'10". I'm so average that I can sleep in this trailer. No problem. I'm gonna be a snug fit, but it's gonna work. Savannah's gonna be looking at her backyard, and the tiny house is just gonna be doing this. And Weston and I are gonna be just blaring music. You're wondering about my budget. That is always a good question. And as Americans, we collectively suck at budgeting. But about $3,000 is what I'm gonna be trying to keep this cost around. And you know, I know what you're thinking. How in the world are you gonna do this for $3,000? And I'm also thinking that. But I think it's possible, and it's gonna be luxurious. Like I said, heating and cooling. Let's start with the trailer. It's kind of the boring part, so let's start, I guess. Working on this light is when I discovered there's a hornet's nest, so I chuck it, exerting my dominance. I move the trailer away from the house and continue working, and there's more hornets, so I start running for my life. I hop back in the rhino, and I crush the first light I threw. You can hear it. Further exerting my dominance. It's time to start angle grinding. It's endless, and endless, and endless. Multiple hours went into this. I probably breathed in more rusty iron than oxygen during this process. Not fun at all. I know what you're thinking. You know what they say about spray paint? It's the Mona Lisa of downtowns. I didn't get, all the rust off. I did what I could. This stuff should do some magic. At least for long enough that I'll get my enjoyment out of this thing. And now we got some new brake lights that need to be installed. Let's get this trailer street legal. We're a little bit advanced in the production, but we're going to be seeing if these lights work really quick. Let's go. Yeah! Woo! All right, now I'll move on to the frame. Check this out. 2x3s. I didn't do 2x4s because I'm trying to save space and weight. We're going to start with the walls, and they'll just be drilled right through the floor.
The one for camping?
Yep, this is the window.
Oh.
This is the wall. Isn't that cool? Whoa, watch out! Boy, it's hot. My wife comes and helps me with the hammering. We do a little competition. How many hammers does it take to nail in the nails?
One hit to get it started, then one hit drives it all the way in. 3.
1, 3.
Okay, you can do a two-hitter.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is that? Oh my god. Day 3 of the build. Today it is 95 degrees. So this thing has so far been built with sweat. We just need blood and tears. Don't know how that's going to come up. I was planning for 2 windows in this wall. This is the end wall. It's going to be facing, the truck. Here come the tears. The windows are only 18 inches. And this is a 40-inch wall. So I was thinking, that's going to fit. That's only 36 inches, 40-inch wall. But the framing is way bigger. I guess we'll just do the one window. Go Cyclops mode right here. The rain has arrived. I wasn't supposed to rain today. Got to pack up real quick, call in tonight a little early, unfortunately. Little did I know this would be the last time it rains for over 30 days here. Here I'm just putting in some barrier foam before I put the walls in. Not sure if it's necessary, but I've seen YouTube videos on it. So we put it in, and this is the beginning of where my life flashes before my eyes. It's the first wall of our tiny house. We're gonna be camping in this thing. First wall's in, we bring the second wall in, and this is where all the mistakes happen. No. Gosh. Savannah! 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 Finally, my help has decided to come, and we get these 2 nailed in. So you might be wondering why I'm not bolting it to the frame yet. That's because I wanted to get this wrap in between the metal guardrail on the side. So that's what I did there. And now we're bringing in the 3rd wall here, and we're really getting set in. I wasn't expecting to use a ladder for this tiny house build, but it's a little taller than what I was thinking. Finally, for my favorite part, we got these 1/2-inch carriage bolts that I'm going to be using to bolt this thing to the trailer. 12 of them. These things are pretty big. Kind of hard to drill through the metal trailer, but this thing's going to be flying off. The trailer will be coming with it. This thing is staying put to the trailer. I'm making sure of it. We got the blood. Blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this. Well, we have the carriage bolts out. I bought these legs to put on the back right here, and whenever it's parked without it being attached to the trailer, it won't be able to tip over this way because this thing is kind of lopsided. So, perfect. We'll just bolt this here. It's a new day. It's time to raise the roof on this place. Literally, we're going to be doing that right now. It's missing a roof. was heavy. So heavy. After all the roofing, now I'm adding the fascia board, and this is where the fun starts to begin because I'm using the cedar that I bought, and it's really coming together. And lastly, I installed the drip edge all around the roof. This is felt, waterproofing membrane for the roof, and it's heavy. Also used for pants. I don't know if it's the same material. This would not be comfy pants. We need 76 inches, right? 78. It's like my tiny house is getting a little top hat. A little felt top hat. What doesn't help is that the tiny house is very shaky. Come on, come on. Ugh. Let's finally put the roof on. Finally. Timber! The ladder's caught on the tiny house. How's that even possible? Looking back at this footage, getting my ladder stuck on the roof of the tiny house is actually really goofy, and I have no idea how that happened. How goofy? That was like my least favorite part. Even though it's like 50 square feet, it took more than 50 minutes. That was a really bad joke, so we're going to move on and continue with the windows. These are shed windows from Amazon. I'm not sure they have any insulation value at all, but they were black and the right size that I needed. Like a glove. So my audio decides to cut out for this entire segment. Here I'm explaining my shower that is outdoors. That's how I'm saving a lot of space in here. It will have hot water, which is cool, and it looks like a mailbox. So it's really easy to just install in the wall, and I think it works great. Next, I'm explaining this part of the trailer that I haven't done yet, and that's adding the jack. So it's been on the Rhino this whole time. I need a jack for it, and I buy this, I get my angle grinder out. This was probably the toughest part of the tiny house build, getting this hole cut inside of this metal frame, and I finally did it and got the jack in, so that all worked out. And continuing with my mic problems, here I'm explaining the cedar boards I got. I bought a lot of board for $1 a piece, so I think I spent $140 on all the cedar siding that you'll be seeing here next. Very happy with that purchase. Yep, keep going.
All done.
Got it. Pull the trigger. Good job. Go. Good job. All right, I gotta nail these in, okay?
With us.
It's the next day, and I thought the trailer was difficult. Well, this next part was very difficult for me. Building the door. This exterior door was all custom, of course, and I just couldn't figure it out. It was really tough. Careful. What do you think? Good? You want to close the door on me? So I think it's our first time inside the tiny house. We'll close this up. How about this? This is like a rubber sealer I'll put all around this little jam so air can stay in and out. Let's try this. It's a little tight, but I think it works. I mean, it still shuts. Now it's time to silicone everything. All the cracks, all the gaps. I got like 4 or 5 bottles over there. We're gonna go over all this stuff. I already did some of the roof and all the windows. All of these little cracks and gaps we need to get. I wanna use black first for this little thing, and then clear for everything else. It's time for part 2 of this tiny house build, the interior. We got the door done. We only have one thing left to do in the exterior, and I'm gonna stain it black. You like it? We're gonna stain it black, but we're moving on to the inside. Finally, it's time we insulate this puppy. We live in Ohio. Don't know why that's significant. We get blizzards and 100-degree weather. It's amazing. If you're allergic to latex, don't watch. Double gloving, because I don't want this stuff on my hands. It'll probably get on my arms. I did forget to do one thing. I'm gonna spray this little foam in all the cracks first before I move on to the pink stuff. Bad news. I just shattered this piece right here. No. I'll have to work on that another time. Just like that, she's insulated. The audio probably sounds way better in here. It's like all dampening, I can hear it myself. I used that entire roll, and there's still a couple gaps I didn't get, but I'm not too concerned about those. This is plenty enough for what I'm gonna be doing. You can see, even right here, has like nothing, but that's okay. Moving on to the fun part, the walls. I think I'm gonna start the ceiling. I'm gonna do a cedar ceiling, I believe, and then shiplap paneling type of thing on the walls, and I'll paint it. We're in the shop now. I'm going to be doing the ceiling in the cedar. This is picket fence from Lowe's, $3. We're going to plane these up, get them smooth. We're back in here. Time to get the ceiling up and going. Now for the other side. You know me, you know I like this shiplap looking panel board because I can make it vertical. It's really cheap. I got them for $20 at Lowe's, half off. First wall. In. I know it's tight in here. It's tiny. Gotta nail this up. Somebody's footprint's been walking on the wall. One wall done. Interior walls are up, finally. That is like one of my least favorite jobs. Now we gotta caulk everything and do all the trim. Here's the trim piece. You can see it goes all the way around. I still have to do trim there and there on both sides. This is temporary because I need to paint, so I'll be taking this off whenever I paint. This is going to be the Paduk. That's Paduk, that's Paduk, and the door will be Paduk. Here's the Paduk. Really pretty red, purple, orange color. This will just be going for the windowsills. I don't know if I'll have enough for the door, now that I'm thinking about it. So we're just going to do the windows in this, and we'll see how that goes. I believe Paduk can be toxic if you breathe in the dust. So I got this done. Alright, we're running into problems. This Paduk is so thick, and there's not really an easy way to make it thinner. The door is having a hard time closing. So I don't know if I'm going to do this on the door. I mean, that looks really beautiful. Well, I forgot to film this, but I decided to just do the cedar on the door. I think I'm just going to use the Paduke as the accent windowsill. So I've kind of skipped past a lot of this tedious work. Here's the door design I went up with. I still have to fix the handle area right there because it keeps hitting the door jamb. So I got to figure something else out. I had to replace the door jamb. I replaced that piece down there that was broken. And we figured all this out finally. And now we get to move inside. I got the paint, so I think it's time to paint because then I can add all the trim around. So let's do that. Here's the before, and here it is all painted. Probably looks pretty similar because it's natural linen. It's just a cozier, just color. I don't know, I like it a lot. Of course we didn't do the edges because we got trim. That'll all get covered up with trim as well, which is the next step. In the spirit of trying to change the angle up, we're going to be shooting through the window. I got to put up all the trim now. The next day the paint is dry. The trim around the top only, not around the bottom, of course. And then we got to do the windows. The real challenge is going to be remembering which piece goes where. So the Paduke windowsills I just oiled up. Look at the difference. I didn't oil this one for whatever reason. I already put it up. Look at that. It makes it pop. Looks so good. Oh, yes. Time to put the flooring inside, finally. I got 2 packs of flooring. It costs like really cheap because there's so little flooring in here. But first we have to lay an underlayment thing. I'm probably doing this so wrong. Look how much one piece takes up. This is gonna take like 15 minutes, hopefully. It'll probably take hours, knowing me, but that's one piece, and it's almost the entire thing. Flooring is in. High five. Oh, it's starting to look way more complete. Now time for the biggest transformation, probably, staining this black. The stain is on. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Yay! There it is. My wife said it looks spooky. I think it looks awesome. I do like the black. At first, I was a little scared whenever I was putting it on. This is 2 coats, so taking a long time to dry. And I've also done a lot on the inside in the meantime. Surprise! We got like part of the cabinet done. It looks huge, but whenever you're standing in there, it is normal cabinet height. I mean, there's still a lot of ceiling left. The L-shaped bench will be going all around there. You can see all of this stuff that will be going under here, and I wanted the back of the cabinet and the sides up first before I started doing all the plumbing there. Dramatic update. I'm changing the entire layout of this cabin because you can see this is the shot. You're at the door. When you're at the door, the kitchen where it was going to be at blocks, I mean, a lot of this tiny house. You're not going to be able to get a good shot of the kitchen. Visually, it makes the space feel a lot smaller. So I thought a better layout would be the kitchen is going to be right around these windows, and where the kitchen is going to be the bench, because the bench is going to be way smaller, shorter, so it's not going to be blocking any view, and then you'll get a really pretty shot of the kitchen, hopefully, and all the windows and such. And voila! I changed the whole setup right here. You can see it flows way better because the bench is going to be much lower. It won't be blocking all the view, and the kitchen is set up over here. It's actually a bigger kitchen by like 3 inches. You can see the board right here, so a little bit bigger than what it was. That doesn't matter, it will be hidden. So here is the kitchen setup. I'll go over this really quick. Here are the 2 water tanks. The top is fresh water, the bottom is the gray water. And I know they're both 5 gallons, really small, but bear with me. So we have the water coming out of there, going into the pump, the filter. The pump then goes up through here. We got one going to the hot water tank. We have a spot for the sink right there. And then it also goes over here to the shower, and this will be all underneath the bench, and the hot water goes to the shower as well. And then this will be the drain pipe, goes into there, and this is the fill-up pipe that will be mounted inside of the countertop, and that'll be it. update time. Ah! Fix number 1. Need to make this stronger. Oh my gosh. Bench. And then behind me we got the kitchen kind of framed out. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, I am back. We're going to be testing the bench again. I'm not going to jump on this, but I'm not falling. I'm not really filming much inside. I'm just going to give you guys updates because it's kind of hard to film. There's not a lot of space in here, 19.46 square feet, remember. You can see the toilet. Oh no. It's supposed to slide right in and out. Ugh. The countertop's finished. Let me go grab it. How does it look? Oh, I love it. It is the Peruvian walnut. Dump the water in there. This will be all pretty by the time I'm done. But that's the setup. Sink will go here, of course. We're moving right along, people. Here's the countertop. I got the sink installed. This is just the cutting board it came with. So I can put the cutting board on top. Leaves out a whole surface top right here for my kitchen. Or I can move this, and here's my sink. Check this out. So we got the little handle. Really handy. Ah! I don't think that's supposed to rotate. I might need to tighten that up. And then we can do hot or cold water. This thing is really satisfying. Hear the click. Weston, what do you think of the tiny house so far?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Can you show us what everything is?
Yeah. There's the wall. That's the wall, and these are the windows, and there's the sink, and there's the couch, and there's the wall, and there's the other window,
Good job.
and there's the door.
Where are we going to sleep?
Down here.
On the ground?
Yeah.
I might build my bed up on the ceiling. What time is it? Oh, major update time. Check out the inside. Coming inside, here's the kitchen, here's the bench. These doors underneath the bench are not on yet. They're just laying there. But I have the cabinet doors for the kitchen installed. So this one, you can just open up to there. I did one right here. Ah, see, just like that. That opens up into in there. Close that back up. Lift this. These I'm going to do like picture frames where they just get put on and I can take them off because they're too big to swing open in any direction. Then right here I have like a hidden door, open it up. These are for the shower faucets in case there's any leakage. Anytime, anywhere, I have access to that. But that one will always probably remain closed and be covered up by the cushion that's going to be right here. Ow, 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 my toe. Savannah and I go and test fit the bed. Well, it was 2 inches too tall, meaning I had to take it back out and cut the bottom 2 inches off. The bed is in, so you're probably thinking there's no room to stand in. Barely, if the bed's down. I made it to where it can fold. Oh, wow. So it'll fold all the way up to the ceiling and be out of the way. And when you need it, you just fold it down. Now, I did make a little miscalculation. This gap is not big at all. So I'm going to have to devise a way to get up here. I mean, I can get up. I just thought this gap was going to be a little bit bigger. Moving on back to the exterior, right here I'm going to be putting the AC unit, so it's not going to be taking up any space inside because we need our AC in this tiny house cabin. It's going to be right here, and there's ducts that come with it, and we're going to just duck it inside, and I think it'll fit here. So we've got to build the casing for it. Can you pull that all the way around?
What's that?
Pull that end. Yep. Pull it all the way to here. Yep. Here it is, the EcoFlow Wave 2. It finally came in. I got a refurbished one. I must admit, I lied to you all. I'm changing the location of the AC unit. It's going to go inside under the bench, so now I'm cutting a hole out for the exhaust, and this is where the hot air exhaust is going to come out of. But I am still keeping the front compartment for something else. You'll see that later. Right now is the moment of truth to test our water system. I should have done it before installing everything else, but we're doing it now after everything's inside. Let's fill her up. No, we got major leakage. Well, classic, lots of problems. This connection is not working. The water just leaks out of this into there whenever I'm filling it up. So that's going to need fixed. And that means that one's probably going to need fixed as well because it's the same type of deal. Welcome. It's been a couple days. I've been tinkering with everything because there's just been little tweaks and problems that I've been trying to solve that aren't that interesting. But first, this major one is the hot water tank. It leaks and I've tried patching it. It's a cheap Chinese, the cheapest one on Amazon. They had a hot water tank, but just where it's connecting at, I can't get it to seal up. So we're gonna have to take it out. And instead of putting a new one in, I'm just gonna leave it out because I was only gonna use hot water for the shower. But I have a different solution for that we'll get to later.
Foreshadowing.
So right now we're taking that out, which also stinks because there'd be a lot of empty space right here that could have been utilized for something else. And then that's basically the last thing in here. And then I'm going to paint all my little scuffs, and then we'll be ready. All right, I got it out, and it's full of water. You can see right here, the connections. I've tried to putty them. I have no idea what the problem is. I think it's just cheap Chinese stuff. So, taking it out. Major update. The time has come. The tiny house is complete. Check it out. All black exterior. I got the string lights all around. I also installed solar panels on top that I didn't film. And also here's the front compartment that I mentioned. This is where the toilet is at. This toilet flushes. You can take it out, use the bathroom nature, and put it back in. It flushes. It's amazing. So this is everything. And here's a quick peek of the inside, all complete as well. And now it is time for Weston and I to go camping.
Go camping, Daddy.
Where are we going?
Camping.
You see it all set up?
Go!
Are we going to go sleeping in the tiny house tonight?
Yeah. Let's eat first.
You want to eat first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the s'mores set up. Welcome. It is now time to test out the tiny house. Weston and I are going to go camping in it. Now, with camping, there's 3 things that you really want. S'mores, hot shower, and a nice toilet. And a good night's sleep. I guess there's 4. So let's see if we can nail all of those on this trip. Well, got a little fire pit right here. Not the official fire pit, but this is our first camping experience. A little bit of glamping.
Here's the chocolate.
Don't eat it yet.
Why?
You're missing the marshmallow.
Oh.
Look, now it's done. Open it up. We'll put the marshmallow there. Put the graham cracker back on. Is that good?
Cheers.
Cheers. Are we roasting a marshmallow for Mommy?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It's on fire. Pull it out. Go, go, go.
Oh, no.
Oh, pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, we won't tell Mommy. There you go. Put the graham cracker on. There we go. Okay, let's go. She's coming.
Weston, thank you. Did you make this? Thank you so much.
He did. He roasted the marshmallow and everything.
You roasted it? Can I taste it?
Yeah, now I need to go back to the campsite.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye. Have fun, boys.
Bye.
S'mores, check. Time to look for some animals?
Yep. Get in, Daddy.
Okay.
I see something.
What do you see this time?
I see a T-Rex.
You see a T-Rex?
Yeah, coming.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Are we going to hide?
I don't know.
You want to hop in the bed up at the top?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Hey, come up here.
I don't think I can fit with you. See the pillow? And the blanket?
Yeah.
This is where Daddy's going to sleep. Hey, Weston, you want me to show you where the toilet's at?
Yeah.
Look at the camera and make sure it's pointing at me.
It's pointing at you.
Okay.
Where is
Take
it?
this lid off.
Yep.
Watch this. You ready?
Yeah.
Weston's using the potty. All right, push it down. There we go. Toilet, check. I bet you've never seen a portable flushing toilet. You can use it anywhere. I see Weston.
A daddy.
You see Daddy?
Did you find any mapaches?
I did.
Found a
I
lot
found
of
one.
I know, Porsche.
Let's get the shower going. We'll unlock this right there. The real goal is to not use up all the water. So right now I'm about half empty with the water. 2.5, 3 gallons to use. We'll see what we can do. Wow, you could get a really quick shower. We're waiting for Weston to take his bath, and then he'll come back out here and we'll go to bed. We might just watch a movie laying down. We'll see how it goes. Shower, check. Worked out really well. Got the inside set up for us to sleep and watch a movie in. It is so cozy. So Weston's bed's down there. We'll have the laptop up there. I got the fan going. The bed is down. I'll be sleeping up there. I'm going to be sitting on the couch and he'll be laying in his bed for movie time. It is now nighttime. Weston, you ready? Let's go inside. Isn't that so cozy?
Yeah. Get in.
Okay. This is the ultimate setup. Come on now. Fan. Movie. Is it time for bed, Weston?
Yep.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning. You might be wondering how last night went. Well, we went to our own beds around 10. I figured that might happen. Weston's first time. He's 3. You never know. So, we had fun while it lasted. Maybe we'll try again. I hope you enjoyed this build video. Please share it and go check out the full tour video on my YouTube channel where I kind of break down everything whenever it's complete. That video is cool as well. So, I'll leave a link for that down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. One last thing, if you're wondering what the final price was, $5,000.